What's up? Let's continue our quest to open up all the Motu stuff that I have, collected. Today, it's time to unbox the Panthor figures. I have 2 of them. Let's get into it. So first thing, like always, comes down to the packaging. And as normal, the packaging is unbelievable. It's so good. It really is. This is it. It's real simple. There's a good idea of what it is right there. And the fact that both these share the same packaging is going to be a good thing, actually. Because it will allow me to get rid of the boxes and keep the top part of this artwork. The idea will be to take each one of these, keep one of the front and one of the back. That is absolutely awesome. It makes me 100% happy. This is a Panthor with, quote, real fur, and then the normal Panthor that came out. So, that's how simple the packaging is. As normal, it is 100% top of the line. The fantasy art on these things is just unbelievable. I know I say it in every episode, but the fantasy art on these packages is just, it's so good. It is easily one of the standout features of this toy line, is that every toy you get, the artwork tells a story, the artwork gives an impression, the artwork solicits a response by itself. Now let's see these guys. Okay, so first out of the boxes, my first impression is that this is really just a repaint of Battle Cat. And that is what it is. There's no denying that. That's exactly what it is. They had one cat, they made one dark, they made one green. There it is. He doesn't get the helmet. That's really the difference. In fact, I'm positive that if I just take the helmet from my Battle Cat and put it on him, there's no difference whatsoever, because these are repaints. Which is not that unbelievable. It's not that surprising. The toy market works in this way. Tooling is the most expensive part of the process. And you're always looking to save money when it comes to a toy line. So if you could do a repaint, or if you can reuse other parts from other toys, that's the best way to do it. That's the reason you often see a Wolverine released 5 times, and he has the orange and he has the tiger stripe, or he's the brownish costume, or he's the black and silver costume, black and gray. This is the reason that happens. That's the reason why you can start to figure out, like, most all guys share the same biceps. Most all of them will share the same body cavity with a repaint. If they need to retool something, if they need to add a special hand that only that one character gets, they pay for the tooling, they get that hand, and then they go on from there. And if it's a one-time deal, well, that screws them. It's not them getting their money's worth, which is why the saddle for both him and Battle Cat is the same. And yeah, I'm looking back there, it's the same. It's not to say that's a bad thing. Now the other one, as you can see, he's held in by the little cords and everything like that. We'll cut him out. The other one, however, is different. The other one is already cut out. Packaging was a little bit different on this one. The real fur Panthor is just in this little plastic covering. So once I take the plastic covering off, he's exposed, and that's it. And I'm under the impression that this real fur thing probably gets dirty easily. I can't say so for sure, but I wonder if that's the reason they close him up like this, is they didn't want cardboard dust from inside the box. If anything chipped off or whatever and then got on him, and then you would have cardboard dust, and then you don't want to see that on your figure, and that makes him less desirable on the shelf. I have a feeling that's what was going on. I don't know, but that's my first impression. Now let's check him out. Let's move the camera. Let's get a closer look, and I'll tell you what I think about these two. All right, so here they are. Right off the bat, I will say that I really like the look of the real fur over the normal plastic. Now, that's just an aesthetic thing. but it is cool. It is noticeable. That is a really good look. It has really cool color. It really helps him to shine and stand out in terms of the collection. But there is a little bit of a problem with him. A little bit. As you can see right here, this fur doesn't go all over. It's missing in the joints. And there's a reason for that. Because this fur stuff, it's going to like scrape off the more he gets used, the more he gets moved. In fact, you could see it right here already starting to happen a little bit where this arm has been moved before and it's scraped against the saddle. And that's the problem with the real fur version. In fact, you could see it right there too. There's an imperfection in the fur in the way that it's been laid on. This is a type of material that's laid on top of the plastic. And because of that, there's already this little imperfection right here on the arm where this has been scraped away and it's no longer laying flat the way that it used to. It's not perfect. There's like a sticker thing here. Okay, so that's not quite what I thought it was, but you get the idea. Little imperfections are going to stand out. That was interesting regardless because it turned out to be some sort of sticker of what was left over from the felt stuff that they put on these guys. And not all of it got cut off when it was put on him. So, little imperfections are going to stand out. Now, he is, without a doubt, just a different version of Battle Cat. I mean, there's absolutely no denying it. No denying it at all. In fact, here, I'm going to take that. There's Battle Cat. They're the same. They're so gosh darn like the same person. There you go. Kitties. And I got one more of these coming. In fact, kitty. There. In fact, I almost wonder if that would be cool if I took the armor off of him and swapped it with a Battle Cat. Like if a Battle Cat ever got defeated and he got the red armor. Maybe that's cool. Maybe that looks cool. Maybe that's an idea. But there we go. That's what it is. I don't dislike the ideas at all. I like Panthor. I like them a lot. I think Panthor is cool, just like I think Battle Cat is cool. And then the big question comes, who to put on what? Do I put both Skeletors on these things? Or do I make it a thing where Evil-Lyn gets a cat and Skeletor gets a cat? And this is my Keldor Skeletor that has the cape. I kind of like the idea that the cape would be flowing, it would be up on him. So let's move the camera a little bit here and show you that idea. There's him up on Panthor. He's got the cape. That's really cool, actually. I really like that quite a bit with the cape. I think that adds an interesting dynamic that really makes him stand out. He's probably cool. He probably goes on the one that has all the fur, and then she'll probably go on this one. If not, the other Skeletor will, of course, go on it. That's about it for first impressions. There's not a whole lot to call out here. If you saw the Battle Cat one, the Battle Cat video, which maybe I'll put a link in this right here. If you've seen that, this is going to be the same exact thing. There's going to be no real difference in terms of its articulation or anything like that because this is a repaint. And this one, of course, has this really, really nice fur design. Which then I have to ask, is there a reason he got fur and Battle Cat, to my knowledge, never got fur? And I have an idea as to why that would be. Because if they tried to do the fur thing for Battle Cat, I think that a problem would occur with it, where you'd end up having to paint it yellow, or it'd be a lot of tooling inside of it to put on the yellow fur and the green fur. I think that's the reason. This is a very simple idea. He's one shade color, you put it on there, and then all the light that hits that fur really brings everything out. It's just really solid. It's really, really good. I love this design. I've loved Panthor for years. So 100%, this is cool. And then I showed you alongside Panthor, and I also, just to put her over here, this is that other Evil-Lyn that I got, that I remember I said that I was gonna kind of repurpose this little dragon thing that I found. It works, right? It works. It's cool. I think it works. I think it's neat. And man, I am piling up villains here. The forces of good are becoming more outnumbered by the day every time that I unbox one of these. But this is solid. This is pretty cool. I knew what I was getting into before I got these. I knew exactly what it would be. I knew that it would just be repaints of Battle Cat. But I don't regret buying them. I think they're really cool. I think they're big. I think they're really good for the characters in general. I like battle mounts when they're cool. That's the reason I found that dragon thing and I repurposed it. That's the reason I like Panthors. That's the reason I love Battle Cat. It's cool. And speaking in which, we have another Battle Cat to open. So that's an episode that's coming up soon. And then one more video. I know originally I said 3. I know I've been putting it off like crazy on this castle thing, but that's the way it is. I want to open up all the origin stuff that I have before I open up the castle. And I did get a new origin figure. So we have a Battle Cat battle set that we have to open up. And then after we open that up, we have one figure left to open, and then it's on to the castle, guys. We are off to the races with this unboxing stuff. It is legit exciting to get closer and closer and closer to unboxing this castle. It is. Later on.
I have spoken. Take what you will from it.